Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Traffic along State Highway 19 North and Farm to Market Road 71 will soon be slowed to a stop. The intersection will be converted to a four-way stop. Beginning this week, drivers in the area should watch for traffic delays as crews begin installing stop bases for the upcoming four-way stop conversion. This is one of four projects in Hopkins-Franklin County served by TxDOT during the week beginning September 10th through the remainder of the week. The schedules are subject to change due to weather conditions, equipment failure, or other unforeseen issues. Other projects in the area, they continue to work on the I-30 rest areas in Hopkins County, the north and south service roads east of Cumbie. Watch for work zones while workers are constructing and completing the new rest areas. State Highway 11 in Hopkins County from State Highway 154 to Rock Creek, watch for work zone as workers are striping the newly surfaced roadway. And in Franklin County from Mount Vernon to Winsboro along State Highway 37, watch for lane closures and short traffic delays as crews prepare for surfacing operations. There will be flaggers at that destination. Tuesday night at 6, the Sulphur Springs City Council will take on the first reading of an ordinance setting the tax rate for the city of Sulphur Springs. The meeting is in the council chambers, 201 North Davis Street. With a number of local arrest reports showing homeless, KSST News has examined the poverty rate in Hopkins County. Although the following is not an exhaustive view of poverty, it does cover some information that will cause local residents to be concerned for their neighbors and become an advocate for better jobs and housing. The Hopkins County poverty rate is 19.5%. In a county with a population of 35,844, with a median age of 39.2 and a median household income of $45,748, and where the population is in slow growth, there are certain concerns that become apparent. The poverty rate for the county places almost 7,000 people in the county below the poverty line and puts the county at a higher percentage than the 14% national average. In the county, 24% of children are living in poverty. However, the largest city, Sulphur Springs, faces an even greater percentage of poverty. The city's poverty rate is 26.4% among 15,896 people. Health care is affected by poverty. In Hopkins County, 21% of those under 65 years of age are uninsured. In a county where 18% of adults report being in fair or poor health, 32% of adults are obese, and 31% of adults are physically inactive. Health costs are a constant drain on family budgets. Food is also an issue. According to Feeding America, 6,540, or 18% of the people in Hopkins County, are food insecure. There are a number of opportunities to provide food for individuals in the county. Housing is also an issue, along with some other programs that are available. Please take note of this story on KSSTradio.com. Here's Don Julian with sports.
The number 14 ranked Lady Cats volleyball team dropped a match on the road Friday at Wiley East 3-0. Score was 21-25, 19-25, and 17-25. Lady Cats' season record is now 22-6. Sadie Washburn led the Lady Cats with 7 kills. Lexi Wisenhunt had 20 assists. Sadie Stroud and Autumn Tanton each had 13 digs, and Sydney Washburn had 5 block assists. I talked about the match with Lady Cats volleyball coach Justin Manus.
Pretty tough match. I mean, the scores don't reflect how good of a match it was. It was exciting. It just boiled down to us making a lot more unforced errors than they did. But as far as the effort and the intensity, it was definitely there. Wiley East is better, I believe, than they were last year. They were able to move the ball around, hit the ball hard, but played very, very good defense. But there were times where, we would volley for 15, 20 seconds back and forth, so it was a battle. They won the majority of those. I think it was a good a growing lesson for us, and I think it's really good seeing that going into district. And I explained that to them. I was like, we need to look at Wiley East as a Lindale. We need to look at Wiley East as a Royce City. That's where we need to be competing at that level. And, making playoffs, we're going to see teams like Wiley East. And you could tell that they were seasoned. They've been playing some Metroplex teams and been playing up in their schedule. And, that's where we need to get, is starting to play up as much as possible. But I think it was a good experience for us.
Who played well for us?
I thought defensively we played well all around. We were kind of off on our block, but as far as our passing, picking up hard shots, we did a great job at doing that. I thought Sadie Stroud did a pretty good job at doing that. Autumn Tant did a good job offensively. Our outsides did a really good job offensively. We missed more serves than we wanted to miss, but I think that came with trying to play aggressive with them.
All right. And what's this week look like?
We have Edgewood tomorrow night. They're going to be a real salty team coming in. I know their record reflects they got a lot of wins versus losses. And then Friday, it's homecoming, and we decided not to play this year. We're just going to let the homecoming festivities take place and give us a night off.
Yeah, one of the toughest things always has been that homecoming volleyball match when you usually have half your team is this year you got a couple of ones on the homecoming court, but some of them make the decision, not to play. I don't know that it's affected you. I think you've had better following of you that since you've been here, but that's always a problematic thing. Their minds are very divided.
Yes, and I think they know that they need to play, but it's really hard on them, especially we play early on Fridays. Their minds thinking, okay, I'm in the homecoming court. I need to be ready to go by this certain time. And last year it just happened to fall. It was our district opener against Hallsville here, and Hallsville's no joke. And so it's just a lot of things in the day to be thinking about. And I just didn't want them having to worry about playing a match, anything like that. I want them to focus on homecoming, and then next week we'll start focusing on district.
You kind of like where the team is right now with, a district approaching, but not quite there. You got a little bit.
Yeah, no, we have a little room to get better. I like where they're at, and they know that they can get better. Like I said, I think Friday was a really good learning experience for us. I told them, I said, you guys played, I thought you played well, sets 1 and 2. I mean, I can take losses as long as we're playing, where I think we need to play. And I thought we played well that half of the third, and then that second half of the third, we kind of let down. But they see where they need to play in order to compete, especially in playoffs.
The Wildcats and Lady Cats cross-country teams were at a meet Saturday at UT Tyler, and we get results from cross-country coach Ross Hicks.
I thought we did really well. Across the board, we had a lot of our fastest time of the season, from varsity level, JV level, all the way down to middle schoolers. The weather cooperated for us, which was great. I didn't know if we would get it in, but we didn't even get a drop of rain on us, didn't have any delays, and we were able to get all our races in. And the cooler temperatures really helped to run a little bit faster and kind of take that next step forward.
Let's start with the girls and how'd they do?
The girls did well. They finished 10th, again led by Sydney Washburn. She's consistent with her training, and after the race she comes up to me, is what I love about her. Coach, I want to get better. How can I get better? What can I do extra? How can I be better? And that was the first thing out of her mouth. And she was finished about 20th, and she just wants to get better. So then the next pack we had a group of girls just right together, led by senior Bailey Arrington, and then we just had Ashley Noe was right behind her, and then sophomore Mari Flecker they were all within about 7 seconds of each other, and they really pushed each other and motivated each other throughout the race, and they trying to outkick each other at the finish as well. So that was good to see. And then our fifth runner was actually a freshman, and Jessica Yanez, who had to step up due to some of our girls who were normally there not there on Saturday. So we had to have some younger ones step up, but I think they did well as a unit.
And as far as the guys were concerned?
Yeah, the guys finished fourth. We had a team out of Bossier City show up that I didn't know was going to be there, and they ended up winning. And then we had Eustis is a very, powerhouse in 3A. They go to state every single year, and we went back and forth with them last year, and this year they kind of edged us out. And then Tyler Lee, who's a 6A. So those three teams beat us by a few points, and so but we got faster as a whole. We were again led by Landon Thornton. He was 8th overall. He's a competitor, and he wants to be in that top group, and he's right there with them. So he's having a great season. Then following him was Christian Palomino, a junior, who he again just keeps getting faster and faster. He's been about 20 seconds faster each race, and then him and Eli Sellers, they always run together. They're always back and forth. You never know which one is gonna win on that day, and it's great for the competition. A few seconds behind them was another junior, Nabian Ramirez, and he's fired up. He's ready to run well. And then our 5th guy was our freshman, Jose Mejia, who's doing great things. So again, all 5 of those guys had season best times. So again, I think we're improving. Our training is starting to get less volume and more speed, which I think will really help us as we continue to hopefully peak at the right time as we get closer to district meet, which is only less than a month away now. So wow. It goes by quick. But I was very proud with both the boys and the girls with how they competed and took really a good step forward this week.
Next, I think you have a Friday run coming up.
Yes, yeah. So we'll be competing at the Wiley High meet. It's actually going to be held in Garland. And that's on Friday. So we're looking forward to that. So we haven't ran. They actually just brought this meet back 2 years ago, but there's going to be a lot of competition there. Mostly 5A, 6A schools. So there's going to be some very good competition, and we're looking forward to competing in that on Friday.
Very good. Both the Miller Grove Hornets and Lady Hornets and the Saltillo Lady Lions competed in recent cross-country events. The Saltillo Lady Lions competed at the 22nd Tim Menke Invitational at North Hopkins last Thursday, and the Lady Lions finished 12th as a team. Sienna Collins led the Lady Lions with a 3rd-place finish, running a time of 13 minutes. Reagan Spear was 50th in the race. Ophelia Cabrera was 92nd. Danielle Ross finished 99th, and Chandler Bain was 101st. The Lady Lions will be competing next this Thursday at the Miller Grove Invitational. And the Miller Grove Hornets and Lady Hornets ran at a Tyler Lee-sponsored meet held at UT Tyler Saturday. The Hornets took first place in the race involving 17 teams in Class 1A through Class 4A. Grant Earp led the Hornets with a 3rd-place finish with a time of 17:32. Lance Davis finished 6th, Tanner Hensley was 7th, Matt Brignan was 16th, and Lexton Sly was 34th. Hornet Isaiah Billingsley competed in the race with Class 5A and 6A athletes in Tyler, and he finished 6th with a time of 16:26. The Miller Grove Lady Hornets finished 3rd among 18 teams in Class 1A through Class 4A. Jolie Fox led the Lady Hornets with a 7th-place finish and a time of 12:31. Lauren Bullard was 8th, Cassidy Shaney was 11th, Lainey Burnett was 52nd, Alexa Pelleros was 56th, and Harley Wilson was 94th. Miller Grove cross-country coach Gary Billingsley said his teams had improvements this weekend, and he said it was good to see hard work paying off.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.